Have you ever felt like you're constantly apologizing for your own existence? You find yourself saying sorry for needing space, for being tired, for having a different opinion, or for simply saying no. You feel a deep-seated fear that if you put yourself first, you will be seen as selfish, unloving, or too much. This isn't just a personality quirk, it's a painful psychological pattern that erodes your sense of self over time. This constant apology for your own needs leads to a state of emotional and spiritual exhaustion. You feel an overwhelming sense of guilt for things that shouldn't require an apology. You find yourself giving in when you want to stand firm, bending your will to the desires of others until you no longer recognize your own shape. You become a psychological chameleon, changing your colors to blend in with your surroundings, but losing your authentic self in the process. This is the quiet torment of having porous boundaries, a silent betrayal of your soul. Carl Jung would say that boundaries are not just social conventions, they are the very foundation of the self. Your ego, your conscious sense of I, is built on the ability to differentiate between what is you and what is not you. When you don't have clear boundaries, you have a weak or underdeveloped ego. You become psychologically enmeshed with the world around you, taking on the emotions, problems, and projections of others as your own. In this state, you are not a master of yourself. You are a victim of the collective. Jung would explain that your inability to set boundaries is tied to your persona, the mask you wear for the world, and the shadow, the parts of yourself you have repressed. You have likely created a persona of a selfless, accommodating, and perpetually nice person. But this persona comes at a cost. To maintain it, you must repress your shadow, the part of you that is assertive, angry, and has a legitimate need for self-protection. When someone crosses a boundary, your shadow gets agitated and tries to assert itself, but your persona quickly shuts it down, often with an apology. This is an internal war that leaves you exhausted and resentful. By learning to set and honor your boundaries, you are not just saying no to others, you are saying yes to your own soul. You are beginning the profound work of individuation, the process of becoming a psychologically whole and self-contained person. This is not an act of selfishness, it is a profound act of spiritual courage. It is the journey from being a victim of the collective to becoming a master of your own life. Here are 5 boundaries you should never, ever apologize for, and why they are essential to your psychological health. Your need for solitude. In a world that is loud, demanding, and constantly connected, solitude is a sacred act of self-preservation. Apologizing for needing alone time is apologizing for your need to recharge and to connect with your inner world. From a Jungian perspective, this is the time when you are most free from the influence of the collective unconscious. This is where you can hear the whispers of your own soul. Your ego needs time to rest, and your soul needs time to be heard. When you apologize for this need, you are apologizing for the very act of knowing yourself. Solitude is the forge where the true self is hammered into shape. It's not an escape from the world. It's a necessary retreat to find the inner strength to engage with it authentically. Your no. This is perhaps the most difficult boundary for many people to set. We have been conditioned to believe that no is a hurtful word, a rejection, a sign of selfishness. But a no is not a rejection of the other person. It is a yes to yourself. Apologizing for saying no is apologizing for your own time, your own energy, and your own will. Your time is your most precious resource, and you have the right to protect it without feeling guilty. Every no you say to a request that drains you is a yes. You are giving to a life that is more aligned with your authentic self. The inability to say no is a symptom of a weak ego, one that fears conflict and confrontation. By saying a firm no without apology, you are strengthening your psychological boundaries and telling the world, my time and energy are valuable. Your emotions. Don't apologize for being angry, sad, or happy. Your emotions are a vital part of your inner landscape. They are a compass from your psyche, not a flaw to be suppressed. Jung would say that our emotions are messages from our unconscious. Your anger might be telling you that a boundary has been crossed. Your sadness might be telling you that a loss needs to be grieved. Your joy might be telling you that you are on the right path. When you apologize for your emotions, you are denying a crucial message from your soul. You are telling yourself that your feelings are not valid. You are betraying your inner wisdom. True emotional maturity is not the absence of emotion, but the ability to feel your emotions, understand their message, and choose how you respond to them. Apologizing for your emotions is a way of handing your emotional power over to others. Your pace. In a fast-paced world that values speed and efficiency above all else, don't apologize for needing to go slower. Apologizing for your pace is apologizing for your own intuition and your own rhythm. This is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. Some of us need more time to think before we speak, to process information, or to simply be present. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with a stream of information and demands, and it's easy to get swept up in the collective pace. Moving at your own pace is an act of defiance, a commitment to inner wisdom over external pressure. It is a boundary you set against the tyrannical demands of a frantic world. It is the way you create space for reflection, for creativity, and for a deeper connection with your own soul. Your truth. Don't apologize for having an opinion that is different from others. Your truth is a sacred part of your unique perspective, and it is a gift to the world. Jung would say that your unique perspective is what makes you an individual. We are not meant to be psychological clones of one another. We are meant to be a unique expression of the universe. When you apologize for your truth, you are betraying your authentic self and contributing to a collective homogeneity that stifles creativity and growth. It is a psychological sacrifice you make in the name of belonging, but true belonging is not found by conforming. It is found by being so fully and unapologetically yourself that you attract people who love you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. This is the deeper meaning of the journey. The boundaries you set are not walls that keep you isolated from the world. They are the walls of the temple of your own soul. They are the sacred space within which you can grow into the person you were meant to be. This is not an act of selfishness. It is a profound act of self-love and the first step on the path to individuation. When you stop apologizing for your boundaries, you are taking a stand for your soul. You are saying, "This is who I am. This is where I begin. This is what I need." This is a journey from people-pleasing to true selfhood. The freedom you seek is not found in the approval of others. It is found in the courage to be yourself. When you stop apologizing for who you are, you give others permission to do the same. Your boundaries are not a barrier. They are a gateway. They are the gateway to your most authentic and powerful self. Your boundaries are not a barrier. They are a gateway. They are the gateway to your most authentic self. Comment boundary if you are ready to reclaim your sacred space.